Black plastic, with its sleek and modern aesthetic, has become ubiquitous in our daily lives. From sleek electronics to stylish kitchen appliances, this material has found its way into countless consumer products. We often associate black with sophistication and durability, but this perception masks a hidden danger. The very pigment that gives black plastic its distinctive color, carbon black, is at the heart of a growing environmental and health concern. While we diligently sort our recyclables, believing we are contributing to a circular economy, black plastic often slips through the cracks. Recycling plants rely heavily on optical scanners to identify and categorize different types of plastics. Unfortunately, these scanners are often blinded by carbon black, rendering the plastic invisible to the sorting process. This invisibility consigns countless tons of black plastic to landfills, where it can persist for centuries. The recycling process for plastics relies on a well-established system of identification and sorting. Different types of plastics are coded with numbers, and optical scanners at recycling facilities use these codes to determine the appropriate recycling stream. However, the carbon black pigment used in black plastic absorbs the light emitted by these scanners. This absorption essentially renders the plastic invisible to the sorting technology. As a result, black plastic often gets misidentified or completely overlooked during the sorting process. This misidentification leads to contamination of other plastic recycling streams, reducing the overall quality and viability of recycled materials. The unfortunate consequence is that a significant portion of black plastic ends up in landfills, incinerators, or as pollution in our environment. Adding to the complexity of the black plastic problem is the growing use of recycled electronic waste, e-waste, in its production. While incorporating recycled materials into manufacturing processes is generally seen as a positive step, the use of e-waste in black plastic raises concerns about potential health risks. Electronic devices often contain a complex mixture of heavy metals and flame retardants, some of which are known to be hazardous to human health. When these devices are recycled into black plastic, there is a risk that these harmful substances could leach out of the material, particularly over time or with exposure to heat or sunlight. This leaching could potentially expose consumers to harmful chemicals through direct contact with the plastic or through contamination of food and beverages stored in black plastic containers. A recent study published in the journal investigated the chemical composition of black plastic consumer products, including kitchen utensils, food storage containers, and toys. The researchers found that many of these items contained a cocktail of chemicals, some of which are known to be endocrine disruptors. Endocrine disruptors are chemicals that can interfere with the body's hormonal system, potentially leading to a range of health problems. While the study's findings raised concerns about the potential health risks associated with exposure to these chemicals, it's important to note that there was an error in the study's calculations. This error led to an overestimation of the levels of certain chemicals present in the tested products. However, despite this error, the study still highlights the potential for black plastic products to contain harmful chemicals.